Hello in-game chat, my name's Moltile and I thought I'd send you a video question. I was going to say quick, but I don't know because I have a couple of questions I want to ask. First of all, MMOs in development. I've been listening to your Reel to Reel episode. I keep switching back and listen to a bunch of older ones. But you were saying you don't really play anything or you don't really view anything while it's in alpha. You only really wait till beta. And I was just wondering, like, have you been playing any like MMO betas recently? Like I have been looking at the FPS MMO stuff. I just got into the Firefall one, and that's all I can say because the NDA. So yeah, and I have also downloaded Tribes, which I've been playing at, and well, it's an open beta. Otherwise, Firefall is a closed beta. And with Tribes, I have to say, I remember you talking about it in another episode, but I have no idea how to use a ski mechanic. Anyway, just looking for your opinion on that. Like, have you ever tried? Like, have you been getting into any closed betas? Or would you try any extra ones? Question 2. So I feel like I'm definitely coming around to your way of thinking of being nearly exclusively playing my games on the PC. The reason being is because from when I bought the Kinect, I still have an extremely bad taste left in my mouth, and you know, there's not really much on it. But I've been researching how to play, well, not how to, I've built 2 PCs up from scratch already, but rather into a difficulty with the hardware, I sort of know what I want to get. I want to get, you know, I'm going to go with the Intel because I've been reading up some bad things about the bulldozer thing, you know, the AMD's CPU, but how on earth are you meant to pick a motherboard? Like I'm trying to go with, you know, the Sandy Bridge socket, and I've just been looking more and more into it, and I'm getting more and more confused. I'm just getting opinions apart from facts, which is generally fine unless you're reading through like forum posts where the opinions keep flicking back and forth and no one's really going, oh no, actually that's a fair point. No one's saying that. Everyone's just arguing with each other. But basically I'm going to go with I think an Azaius Sandy Bridge motherboard. I'll just read it out here. It's a P8Z68V Pro /Gen 3. It's got a Sandy Bridge thing and it seems to be looking alright, and it's sort of, I wouldn't say in my budget. I'm just going to be buying these pieces one at a time, so I'm sure I can fit it in. God, it's Fist Everything episode, and I'm still just as confused as before about what. And question 3. I know this is going on a while, sorry, but I've literally just finished a playthrough of Fallout, and it got me thinking about credits, because I was watching through their credits and there was nothing to do. They had some interesting stuff about the first 3 minutes out of the 15-minute credit reel, it seemed to be, of all of them putting in like little quotes underneath their names of, like, maybe, I think it's what they've just said while they were being asked to, you know, put in a little name for themselves. But do you have any opinion on credits yourself? Because, like, I like to see the names, to be honest, but I like to be able to do stuff while I see the names, and it always seems that Nintendo have the upper hand with this. Like, for example, with Brawl you could like shoot the names, and with Mario, Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you could like butt bash all the names to try and get coins out of them. It was something to do, and you could see the names, and you know, it gives them props, and basically let people watch the whole reel of credits. And I've also got this thing in the back of my mind of, with like when I play it on the Xbox or the PS3, that should I wait until the end of the credits because I might get an achievement for it. Don't know why. It's still niggling. I'm not even an achievement horror or anything. It's just like, I'm there, I've done the game, finished it. What? But anyway. And that's it. Just gonna, you can shut me off now if you want, but I'm just gonna say, guys, I've been listening to you for I don't know how long. It feels like it's been about, no, it would have been about 4 or 5 years, something like that. reason being is because I had found you when I was doing my like taekwondo stuff, and I was just basically yeah, you couldn't tell now anyway, but I used to do intensive taekwondo training before I hurt my leg, and I used to put podcasts on my MP3 player and run with it. And you guys, I found you when you were still called Evil Avatar Radio. Listen to all of that, you know, listen to the backlog of that with the other guys doing it and everything, and I've just been listening to you ever since. Sort of dropped off for a couple of months and came back on. I always come back to you. You're the only podcast that I, you know, keep coming back and keep listening to. But yeah, there's just one thing that always sticks out in my mind. I'm always running. I always nearly run the same sort of thing, but every time I drive past the place that I used to do my training at, it always triggers a thing of when you guys were talking about Braid and the thoughts and feelings of when, you know, when you were playing the game and everything, and like I think I just completed the game, and I was just like, oh, this is awesome, you know, just hearing the opinions. And I generally always agree with you guys, but hopefully I shall be able to send more stuff in if I don't. Guys, thank you very much for keeping putting out the podcasts. I noticed that your episode 3, I've been waiting a couple of weeks for it, but whenever they come, you know. Anyway, I've gone on way too long for this. Guys, thanks very much for putting out the podcasts, and I hope to hear you in the next couple of episodes. Did you like the intro? I don't know whether you like the intro. Did that with images, a lot of fiddling and paint. Yeah, I made I made all that in paint. I get bored sometimes and just fiddle. But yes, see you later. So right. Right. Yeah,